Hello guys, I'm going to start today by showing you how to put your belt on properly. So there's lots of different ways of tying a belt, but for our martial art, we tie it in a way that gives us a nice tidy knot on the front and gives us a flat bit at the back. Let me show you what I mean. So if I just wrap it around like this, see they're kind of crossing over at the back, and there's a diagonal bit where it crosses over. When we lay on the floor and do exercises, that diagonal bit will stick into your back and it can be quite uncomfortable. So what we want is at the back, we want it to be nice and flat. See, these two bits are one on top of the other. There's no crossover there. So I've seen some people do their belt like this, where they take the knot and then they wrap these two bits around like this, and then they tie the knot here. So they push those two through the hole, and then they just wrap one of these round and tie the knot here, and that works. That gives us a nice flat bit at the back here. But what it also does is it gives us a really ugly knot. See, that's kind of all tangled up there. So then at the front you get a knot that doesn't go properly tight and it's not very nice looking. So if you're tying for somebody else, if you're tying for a child, it's perfectly okay to take the belt, hold it in half. So here's the middle point. I usually just angle it down like that. Hold it in half. Then you put the middle against their tummy like this. Pull the two halves around to the front. But remember, that gives us this crossover bit in the middle, at the back. And then you would tie the knot here. What I'm going to do, as we've got some time while we're all at home, I'm going to show you the correct way for our style to tie a knot. Gives us the right crossover at the back, and it also gives us a perfect knot at the front. So take the piece with the tag on, not the label end, the other end, and then wrap that round behind and press it flat here. Then hold it flat and wrap the other end. Pull it, see, it's kind of holding itself now because that's nice and tight. And then I pull it around. You might only be able to do it 2 times, not 3, until you get a piece at the front like that. And you're going to have to mess about with how far round that goes, or if it only goes to here at the start, okay? Now, I've got 2 pieces of cloth here, plus the dangly end. So what I do is I hold it here, breathe in, so it's nice and tight, so it's pulled tight all the time. And then I tuck that under both pieces. That's a really important thing. It goes under both pieces here until it just dangles out the front like that. Then I reach down to the bottom layer, that's the other end, and I pull it out. So now I've got 2 pieces here. So now what I'm going to do is just adjust it till they're about the same length. So to adjust mine, I kind of just pulled the belt around and pulled it out a bit. So now I've got 2 pieces like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top piece over the bottom piece, and the bottom piece is going to fold up like that, not like that. It's going to turn and fold that direction. Can you see that? It kind of curves over, and now this top piece goes over the top, and there's a hole in here, and I'm going to poke that through the hole, and now I'm going to pull that nice and tight. And what you should get is a nice triangle shaped knot here. See if I can get closer so as you can see it. Nice triangle shaped knot. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and the 2 ends should be even. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to do it up close so you can see a bit easier. So I'm just going to move to here. So the piece with the stripe on, or the other end to the label, I'm going to put that behind my back and hold it tight. Then I'm going to pull this end around, pulling it nice and tight. And that's holding itself in place. I'm going to wrap around twice in my case. You might have to do less. And then hold that nice and tight. Breathe in, tuck that under both pieces, pull that to the front. And now I'm just going to move it around a bit to make the 2 ends the same length. Then I'm going to fold that piece up. This piece goes over the top and back in the hole. See, that's nice like that. And then I'm going to pull it. Pull one up, one down to make this nice knot here. Hopefully that was nice and clear.